as the fishermen. So it's a fishing village here. They use that reef right there to their advantage. So what they're doing was they were baiting fish, trick them, get them to swim up on that reef at high tide, and then walk out on the reef with a net and surround the fish, and then pull the net in on the hukilao to pull it. So you can actually get on shore here. You see all the rafts behind us. They got people on shore. Captain Andy's Raft Adventures giving tours of a Hawaiian village. We'll get you lunch. You get to snorkel out on the reef here as well. So just a beautiful sight here. Waves breaking on the reef. The swell is down. So anything over 5-6 foot of swell, you really can't come in here and do what we're doing. So the swell's down to 4 foot. So really happy to be able to pull in here and check this reef out. It's been a while. So very sensitive site here, rich in archaeology. Napali comes out here every summer and does archaeological restoration and preservation, removing invasive species. They'll camp out here. The Keiki children come out and they learn a ton. A lot of that knowledge is passed down from their elders right here on the beach. There's actually a 3-level ceremonial stage back behind the iron trees there, where they used to perform hula. After nightfall, they light a big bonfire at the base of that stage, and then that light would be cast upon the hula dancers, and their shadows would be projected onto those walls over 1,000 foot. So quite the fire show here one time, and we'd actually have people walking up these ridges with bundles of bushes, dry bushes. They light them on fire and then throw them off the top over 1,000 foot, and that burning bushel would actually catch an updraft and be sucked up into the air, and then it would glide over the lagoon here. So you'd have this epic fire show of hula dancers, the fire show, and then burning bushes above head and embers flying everywhere. So yeah, it was quite the fire show here at one time. rails. The waves are hitting the coast and kind of bouncing back here. So nice and calm, but yeah, don't let your guard down. Keep hanging on. We got our first major waterfall coming in the view here. Looking back in the right hand corner there. That is Kauai Falls, coming right out of Kauai Valley. Known for the wild ginger that grows back in the valley. It has a very shampoo-like consistency. The Hawaiians, they would bathe with this in their hair. Used for a lot of skin ailments as well. Very important in their day-to-day lives. The Kauai ginger. We got the light trickle of Vine Out from Apple Falls. Come off the top of the sea cave right here. Kind of in the shadow of the cliff. Light trickle there. Waterfall of fertility. So newlywed Hawaiians come out here and bathe underneath that waterfall and be blessed for a few drops of water, 30 cents to 30 drops of deal. Pretty good deal. Definitely pass around the cameras and the crew, friends. Photo ops don't get any better than this. Starboard right hand rail. Be sure to cycle through. Let everybody get a nice chance to get a photo here. Got a nice cloud blocking out a lot of the sun at the moment, so really see quite a bit here. Sometimes there's too much sun out here. Keep an eye out for goats. Frequently see them right here, eating the green grass, licking the salt off the rocks, knocking down rock or destructive little things. I can see one right there. Good eye. Yep, he's up there. Hopping down. He's right on the vegetation line. So you see how high the vegetation line is? That's how high the surf gets. When a 20, 22 foot swell comes barreling across the Pacific, that swell turns into a 40, 55 foot wave, and it'll reach all the way up to that vegetation line there, obliterating this coastline. 3 inches every year, second fastest eroding coastline in the entire world. Very loose, porous lava rock, easily get chipped away here. You got these vertical veins of rock right here. Those are igneous intrusions. So the earth opened up, a massive earthquakes, magma was forced into the crack, and it cooled at a very slow rate with little oxygen. So that is super hardened rock right there, and that's the rock that holds up all these peaks and knife edge valleys we see on the Napali coast here. Everything else erodes away around it, so you're left with those spires. This is open ceiling cave. Massive sea cave. The ceiling fell in, created an island. You can see that rock in the center there. So the raft ritual going there. Kayak on a nice calm day if you're brave enough. There, Jay Blige has been in there. For music video, my everything. Standing high heels on that rock. Filmed the whole video up in Napali. Yeah, YouTube it. Check it out. That is open ceiling cave. See the sunlight coming down there. Beautiful shot there. Definitely some surge, but you can definitely take one of the rafts in there today. You can take a kayak too. Just gotta be careful. This waterfall is Kauai, the tar waters. Some of the freshest water in the world. Volcanically filtered for about 10 years before it came down the mountain here, so you can drink it right from the source. The Hawaiians love this waterfall. They had a beautiful garden right above that tabletop cliff. They terraced off the land, diverted the water, and flooded their garden. Could not imagine a more perfect place to have a garden out here on Napali with big views. Love Lots of sunshine. Some of the freshest water in the world. I'll call it that. We got a couple sea caves off our stern here, friends. It's definitely part of the raft adventure going in those things. They go back quite far. The ceiling of these sea caves, it looks like someone took a 10-inch orbital grinder to them, because the air pressure and water that comes firing out here when the big swells roll in here, extremely powerful stuff. So these caves have been carved out. Yeah, it's pretty impressive when you go in there and look up. Keep in mind our sailboat mast is 86 feet tall. We would fit underneath that archway if there was water. And there was water at one time. That's what carved it out. It's a sea arch. The sea level has receded. Big sand dam moved in and a streaming waterfall back there. Believe it or not, you used to be able to charter a helicopter like through the archway at 20 miles an hour. Fly under that. Nuts. FAA got wind of it, shut them down. What's happening out here. This used to be a sea cave and it collapsed. Thanks to before Mother City came down. That's what's left of it. Not much. Luckily nobody was in there when it came on down. And just a few weeks ago, a big portion of this cliff fell off. Everything up the coast on the left there, that's all fresh landfall there. Some big pieces of this cliff are just calving off the glaciers. And again, very loose porous lava rock. Easily getting chipped away here. Doesn't take much. Beautiful cathedrals overhead, people on the beach here camping out, kayak or hiking here. So pass around the cameras to the crew. We're gonna do a nice long photo stop here. As good as it gets. All it out.
You want to take your picture?
Yeah, could you do that?